designer. I live in Paris and I develop a lot of products with different companies. And to be a designer is to take care of the brand and to try, because all the market is full. Furniture, sanitary, a lot of product in this world. And my job is more and more to try to understand the company, the DNA, and to try to design a good product and sketch. But the first idea is to think. And to be a designer is to take time to think about something new and something interesting for the company. This is my first process. Fashion is another business. Fashion change, propose 3 collections every year. When we develop a product, sanitary or chair or car, you don't change your sofa, your chair every month. And the investment is different to do in the bathroom. It's a lifestyle, you know, when you design in hotels, you want to live in the hotel like you live in your home. Interior designer use the same feeling, the same attitude, is to share, is to be generous. In the past, you design in hotels, there's the bedroom, the bathroom, but now there's more and more service, more and more quality of the materials, and contract and residential is the same for me, more and more. When you design a chair, you can sell in the residential and contract too, because it's the same generosity. And a brand needs to be generous. You don't design a bathroom for only contract and another one for residential. You mix everything, it's a lifestyle. I want to design some drawing and to send to my client with fax and to live in a country house. This is my dream, this is my project. No, seriously, fax is cool. Too much email, too much technology, and sometimes fax is cool. This is my new project, I think, for my personal life.
We are in the stand of Flaminia with Patrice Norguet, designer, who presents a new product, Nil. This is the second collaboration for you with this company.
Yeah, I started this collaboration in 2008 with Flaminia, and this year we present the second collection. Yeah, it's very interesting company, and I like this company because it's a teamwork, and it's very important for me to have the possibility to working together about the process, about the technology, and to have the good design.
And which are the characteristics of the 2 products that you developed for this company?
It's very basic products. This is my job, and like that, Giulio asked me to start this new collection together with Flaminia, Giulio Capellini. And the brief, if there is a brief, it's to design the second familia of Mono. Mono was the first collection. It's very radical and it's very pure product. And Nil, this is the result of this new research about the simplicity and atemporality. For me, it's very important to propose a very atemporal product. You don't change your toilets every day, and it's important to have the best design and very pure product, very poetic and very radical.
This is the characteristic of your design?
I don't know, no, just I like the object when the objects don't make a big sound, you know, like you say in French, des objets pas bruyants, very pure. And I propose just an opportunity to keep this object, and you make your decoration around, but it's very pure and very basic.
Do you imagine for a specific market or for any kind of places? Or
No. The sensibility of this object you can use everywhere, for your hotel, for your casa, for your house. It's very atemporal, it's very pure. And after that, the market make the choice.
So could you explain in details the project?
Yeah, because it's very important for me to propose a very pure and very simple design, but all the shape, all the curve is important. For example, when you see on the top this sort of inclination, okay, this is very elegant, but it's easy to watch because the water don't stop on the top, and the curve, it's possible to move the water inside. We develop a new technology to produce this ceramic part. The thickness is very minimum, and I use a lot of things, and I use this new technology to try to have the result of the first shape.
So it's a functional design.
It's a functional but poetic, very elegant. For me, it's a nice object. Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. No simple armchair. It's like a basic. The brief was very simple. It was to think about upholstery and armchair, and this is the first step of the collection because I think on the future we introduce more product around this first one. The color of the fabric, it's just for the fair, but the idea of this project is to marry different fabric, to mix leather and fabric, and to propose to the clients to make the choice of the Tacchini collection. Tacchini is very interesting for me. It's a small company, but very, very professional. It's a family story, a lot of passion and good quality of the product. It's the reason why we try together to continue and every year to think about the future of new models. For me, to design furniture, it's an opportunity to exchange together with the company. It's important for me to understand the limit of the process. The process is my passion. The process of the technology, of the artisanal, the material, and every project for me is the new white page to design with the context of the brand, because when I start a product for Cassina or for Alias or for Tacchini, for me it's totally different. Brand is important for me. I try to understand the context of the company, the economic situation, the philosophy of the brand.
Hello, I'm Patrick Norguet. Welcome to my studio. I'm a French designer. We are in Paris and we spoke about the collaboration with the famous Italian company Lea Ceramiche, one of the biggest companies in the world for tiles and ceramic. And we started the collaboration 6 years ago now. This company developed a lot of new technology, new process, new investment about the production of the tiles, and they developed together the SlimTech. SlimTech is the new generation of very thickness ceramic, only 3 millimeters and 5 millimeters. It's a big size, big panels, 3 meters by 1. And this year in Cersaie, the biggest fair in Italy and in the world for the ceramic industry, I show and I represent together the new collaboration. The name is PAD. And it's an evolution of the technology. Think a lot about the pattern because it's a very sexy material. Sometimes ceramic, the type, it's very cold, it's like, oh. But this one's more and more decorative. When you decide to put on your interiors design or office or restaurant ceramic tiles on the wall, you don't change after 6 months. It's a real material. And the challenge for me was to integrate and to design an atemporal product. Pattern, but not fashion. It's architectural products, you don't change like a wallpaper. The pattern, it's like a mix of vibration. The idea was to, okay, you see the wall, and when you go to see more, you discover the thickness of this pattern. It depends about the distance between you and the wall or you and the floor. We have some pattern with emboss, there's some volumes. The challenge was to create the good balance between strong product and not too strong, to respect the rest of the environment. It's just a wall, It's like to painting the wall. There is color, there is pattern, but yes, to respect the rest of the architecture. It's an industrial process. When you visit the manufacturer, it's amazing. There is no people who work on this manufacturer, it's a robot. But in the end, I want to have the feeling of mancraft, and more artisanal, to reintroduce on the surface, like, it's my kids do that. It's like painting, it's aléatoire, it's not to kill the feeling of the industry. If you touch the surface, it's not only print, it's a mix of print and technology and surface. There is bump, there is tactile surface. This is interesting because with the light, variation of the light on the surface is different if there is sun or not. It's very sensual material, it's not flat. And of course it's like a pattern collection, it's like fashion. You can develop every year a new collection of pattern or graphic design on this surface, but slowly because it's the result of the evolution of the technology too. I'm very lucky because at this moment now in my career I'm more and more free, and because the market is full. There's a lot of furniture, there's a lot of tiles, there's a lot of wallpapers, a lot, too much. And now it's a very interesting period because the evolution of this world is, we need to take more time to think what is the future, what we need, what we don't need, and clean.
C'est presque une vision de la féminité, de la femme ou de l'homme qui va la porter. Qu'est-ce qu'on veut raconter quand on va mettre cet accessoire sur le visage, parce qu'il change complètement l'attitude. C'est une attitude au final, la mienne. Je ne suis pas un artiste, mon travail c'est de comprendre une marque, comprendre une histoire, comprendre un contexte. J'ai parcouru des écoles de design, puis une immersion par accident au sein d'LVMH. J'ai eu en charge de tout ce qui était visuel merchandising au sein de la marque. Et puis en 2000, j'ai créé le studio avec un autre accident, la naissance d'une chaise qui a été un ovni pour moi et surtout un passeport international qui est un bot cher. Et puis ça fait donc 20 ans qu'on travaille et qu'on on collabore avec des entreprises. C'est une rencontre avec une entreprise française qui est le groupe Oberflex, avec lequel on a travaillé sur pas mal de sujets. Dans l'évolution du groupe, c'est le rachat de Shelter il y a quelques années. Et avec la direction et l'ensemble de l'équipe, on a évoqué éventuellement de travailler ensemble sur ce projet. Ce que j'aime quand on dessine, c'est pas juste dessiner, parce que pourquoi dessiner une paire de lunettes, pourquoi dessiner une chaise, pourquoi dessiner une lampe. Là, ce qui m'intéresse, c'est le contexte. C'est une entreprise française, c'est un savoir-faire avec une ADN qui commence par un matériau qui est le bois. Mais le bois, c'est pas suffisant non plus, donc on a travaillé ensemble sur comment garder cette ADN et la faire évoluer et de combiner avec des matériaux différents et trouver des modèles qui s'additionnent et qui font évoluer l'histoire de la marque.
共にプロダクトを生み出すブランドとのコミュニケーションを通じて得られるものづくりへのエネルギーがデザインのインスピレーションになるというノルゲ。そのイメージがそのままデザインになったかのようなプロダクトがイタリアの照明ブランドロデスから発表されたフラールです。一見すると非常に現代的でスタイリッシュなデザインですが、炎をガラスに閉じ込めて使うクラシックなランタンから発想を得たというデザイナーの創造性が強く感じられる作品です。さらにノルゲの多方面にわたる創造性が感じられるのがイタリアのテキスタイルメーカーリモンタから発表されたコレクション。リフ、耐久性や耐候性が第一に求められるアウトドア向けのテキスタイルにデザイン性を与えたいというメーカー側の熱意に共鳴し、ナチュラルなカラーやモチーフで自然に馴染むデザインを作り上げました。デザイナーとしての多彩さや柔軟な創造性から生み出される作品で高い評価を得るノルゲですが、現在の社会を取り巻くさまざまな問題、とりわけものづくりのサステナビリティについても明確な考え方を持っているようです。
There's a lot of greenwashing, we talk about blah 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 blah, but it's just the bon sens, it's just to be honest. And if you are not too stupid, if you have kids, if you think about the evolution of the world, just natural to be honest. And this is what we do. I can't change the world, I'm just a designer. But every project, yeah, we're thinking about that. And more the clients are receptive of that because everybody are in the same boat now. And when you design a new chair or plastic chair, of course, recycling, shipping, not to produce too far, from China. No, everybody are on the same level for that now, more and more.
ものづくりに対して誠実であること、未来を見据えたものづくりをすること、その価値観からより良いコラボレーションができているというのがイタリアのブランドエティモです。例えばこちらのアームチェアスイングは耐久性とリサイクル性に優れる素材であるアルミニウムと持続可能な森林活用を目的とする FSC 認証の木材を使用。自然との調和を掲げる同ブランドのコンセプトを見事に表現するアイコニックな作品です。世界各地の様々なブランドとコラボレーションをしながら一つ一つの作品に明確なコンセプトを与えて価値を生み出すノルゲ。デザイナーとして今まさに脂の乗っている彼にとっての良いデザインとは。
A good design is just thinking about to create and to introduce on this world, on the market, very quiet product, very enjoy product, not too much, but it's always a balance. And my job, a good design for me is a design with timeless. It's a design to make people enjoy, and it's a quiet product, because you have a lot of everyday messages, product, traffic. It's too much, no? And my job is just to try to clean and to propose some solution. Can be a chair, can be a table or piano, but quiet.
目まぐるしく社会が変化する現代にあって人々にちょっとした休息や穏やかな時間を作り出せるようなプロダクト、そんなノルゲの意図が感じられるのがペドラリから発表された最新のモジュール式ソファージェフ。クッション性に優れたポリウレタンフォームが快適な座り心地を保証し、さらにソフトな色合いのカバーリングがリラックス感を演出します。加えてメンテナンスが容易な取り外し可能な裏地や空間に合わせた再構成が容易なモジュールシステムなど、まさに人々の生活に安らぎを与えるプロダクトなのです。
We need to teach people about the value of the product, the manufacturing, the process, and this is a part again of my job to teach the people. I have a daughter. I need to teach my daughter to appreciate the value of the quality of the product. And after that, you need to teach the people to have the reflex to buy the good product. If you don't have cash, wait, and one day maybe you can buy that. But whatever, it's political. And this is what for the future, we need to go back to this possibility to appreciate
the value of everything, not only a like, you know. Like it's cool, but it's not enough for me.
現代社会におけるデザインの価値、そしてデザイナーの役割にも真摯に向き合いながら魅力的なプロダクトを生み出し続けるパトリック・ノルゲ。世界各地のブランドとのコラボレーションを広げながら新たなデザインの地平を切り開いていく彼の次なる作品が本当に楽しみです。
20 years ago now, and arrived in Milano was the star system, and I grew in this mood. It was in 2000, but the world changed, and I don't believe anymore about the fashion and the star system. Fashion is not it's fashion. Furniture design is different, and the responsibility of the designer now and more is to thinking about timeless. Timeless is the very important. Think about everything. Life is timeless, and it's very important to be quiet with that, and to a space, a product is not fashion, not for this industry. Fashion is a textile, of course, marketing, they make a lot of business. The fashion world is a huge business, but furniture is different. And we need time. When we introduce every year a new product in Milano or different fairs around the world, product need time to run trends, need time to grow in the mind of the people, about the business, about to understand the product. And it's a question of timing. And yes, it's totally different with the fashion world. I don't like fashion anymore because it's suspicious. And it's time to be honest. You know, when you collaborate with company, I'm lucky now because I make choice. And the key is to have a nice dream, a nice teamwork. I'm just a designer, I'm alone. Without the company, I can't do anything. And the ego is not enough, you know, and my job is just to try to make something good for the company. Of course, to make business, this company needs to sell, this is the key. But in the end, to do something honest on the market, to introduce something very, honest. It's very, very important for me. The world changed, the acceleration of the world. Social media, you know, one of my best friends come from the big industry of this new tech, this famous social media. And we have a lot of conversation together every day about that. And when it started 20 years ago, the company in California, they don't thinking about that, the consequences of that. I have kids, my daughter, and I need to protect my kids and to be sure she learn the culture and the emotion and the sensibility. Because social media, it's a quick information, but you don't have time to build yourself. And this technology is very trendy. It's a huge business. It's very important for the evolution of big company. But in parallel, we need to be sure we introduce culture and sensibility without go back to the middle age. And sometimes I have the feeling we are in the middle age with the new tech, you know. And I don't want to live in this kind of world. It's the reason why the culture is the key. Design is it's a response of these things, but it's not enough. It's an attitude every day. But at the end of the day, we live with product, we live with human, we live with people, we need to talk and we need to touch. Of course, we are in Zoom now, but there's always filter. And filter is not very sexy, you know. And I prefer to see the people, to catch the emotion. And when you design a product, you try to do something like that. Because the best product for me, you put on the table, you put on the street, people wants to catch, people wants to touch. You don't need to talk. For me, a good product is something like that. It's like an heritage between the culture, between the modernity, in the right timing. It's like an evidence. For me, personally, it's a question of energy. I need to catch energy. I need to catch energy with my client, with a material, with a machine, it's a question of energy. My job is like a sponge, you know. I need this energy to analyze, and after that I cook. It's like when you write something like a book, you need to catch the right word and to assemble together. It's like a chef when you cook something. My job is the same, just to catch. There is a cahier des charges, but my job is just to be sure I'm open to receive this energy, and after that to analyze and to try to do something, because it's a big job. And when it doesn't work, it's a pollution. Donc you need to trash. Donc all the time you need to present something, the good answer of the question. And you can do that everywhere around the world. But inspiration is energy. Landscapes, sure, environment is important for me, and people.
ショーウィンドウのデザインを経験、プロダクトデザインの世界に転身したという独特の経歴を持つ現在のフランスを代表するデザイナーの一人です。2000年にパリに自身のデザインスタジオを設立すると、カッシーナ、アルテミデ、グラスイタリアといったイタリアの一流インテリアブランドとのコラボレーションを次々に発表し、さらに2010年にはパリ市内のマクドナルドの新店舗のインテリアデザインを担当。2014年にはフランスの新興ホテルチェーンオッコホテルズのブランディングとインテリアを手掛けるなど、一つの分野にとどまらない多岐にわたるデザインの才能を発揮し続けています。
To be a designer is to respect the company, and it's a couple story. To be a designer is to understand the company, to understand the strategy, to propose some strategy with the client, and to build the future together. And I spend a lot of time to the client to understand the strategy and to share that with the client, to be sure the first drawing and the project or the product will be the best for the company, because in the end my job is to create the value. And this is what we do with some clients, with a lot of clients, but we select the clients because it's a philosophy, you know. And this business, this world, you can introduce new product if you don't have a right strategy, if you don't know the market, if you don't have a good communication. And this is my role, this is the job of my company, and we do that with some clients all the time.
こちらは2013年にカシーナから発表されたアームチェアP22。 イタリアのインテリアブランドの中でもとりわけ古い歴史と伝統を誇る名門らしく、古典的なスタイルを踏襲しながらカシーナの誇る高い家具製造技術を余すことなく表現したまさに正統派のアームチェアです。一方でこちらはパリの新進気鋭のブランドラ・マニファクチュールのためにデザインされたスツールガルディアン。ファッションとインテリアの双方のプロダクトを展開するという独特のアイデンティティを持つ同ブランドのプロダクトらしく、都会的でモダンなファッションセンスが伝わってくる洗練されたデザインが特徴となっています。このようにブランドの歴史やアイデンティティに対する理解をデザインにしっかりと反映させてみせるノルゲですが、それはフランスやイタリアといった同じヨーロッパのブランドだけでなく、遠く離れたアジアやアメリカといった異なる国や文化的背景を持つブランドとの仕事にも。
I love to be flexible and to be honest again, to understand each culture and to conserve my personal culture, my specificity, but to, like a couple, it's two different people married together. And when I am very lucky because we work a lot in Japan. It's one of my favorite countries in this world, because people respect each other, and it's very elegant. It's very elegant, and yeah, it's totally different to collaborate with the US market. It's another story. And this is what we do, and we spend a lot of time to analyze, to understand the context again, because every project are in a different context. And I know it's cool. It's a good feeling, because I can say now we conserve the difference of the different culture, and it's important for me. It's very rich. It's my energy too. To collaborate with Japanese, it's like wow, you receive a lot of new things, a new vision, a new perception, and this is what I need to create.
ノルゲが日本の高いものづくりの技術や先端的なテクノロジーに大いに刺激を受けてデザインしたというのがアルフレックスジャパンから発表されたブランシェ。3次元的なフォルムのシェルとスチール製の脚部が融合するようなスタイリッシュなデザインですが、ヘッドレストやシートのクッション性にもこだわり、リラックス効果の高いチェアに仕上がっています。そしてこちらもアルフレックスジャパンのためにデザインしたリビングテーブルリボリ。美しい模様が見事な大理石の天板が特徴ですが、建材を組み合わせるようにして作り上げる日本の建築を彷彿とさせる脚部と、シンプルに見えながらも細部の繊細で丁寧な作り込みが日本の文化を感じさせる作品になっています。
My inspiration is a question of energy, you know, because you meet people. Sometimes the inspiration it's always people, machine, process, technology. But it's a question of energy. When you have a new client, if you don't have the feeling with this person, you can do something, and I stop. Because in the past I say yes, now I say no. Because it's a question of energy, and to be creative, creativity, just to have some idea, but you share the idea. It's like a tennis game, you know. You play with the idea, and for that people need to have the same energy, to have the same vision with you, and yeah, it's always a question of energy. My inspiration is a question of energy.